my dear students, how are you all? I hope you are fine. Okay, so students, in last lecture we were doing chapter number 1. Still that will be continued because the chapter is not completed yet. So we will continue with that. And in last lecture we have studied about the conditions necessary for photosynthesis. I hope the term photosynthesis is clear to you. What is photosynthesis? And in that too also we know that we have learned two conditions that is necessary for photosynthesis. First is the chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is necessary for photosynthesis. What is chlorophyll? Chlorophyll is a green pigment that is present in the leaves of the plant, that is, it is present in the plant, in short. Without chlorophyll, without green pigment chlorophyll, photosynthesis cannot occur, and because of it only photosynthesis occur and plant is able to prepare its own food by itself because of chlorophyll only. Okay, so plant prepares its own food because of chlorophyll, green pigment. Okay, so that's why plants are known as autotrophs. Autotrophs means they are able to prepare their food by themselves. Talking about ourselves, we human being, we are not able to prepare our food in our body. So we are considered in the category heterotrophs. So heterotrophs means, what is the heterotrophs? Heterotrophs means the animals or any organism which is dependent on other organism or its product, okay, or other products, and it is known as heterotrophs. Means, in short, heterotrophs are not able to prepare its food by itself, by themselves. Okay, moving towards this thing. First one is chlorophyll, green pigment. Okay, without chlorophyll, photosynthesis cannot occur. Second is sunlight. Because of sunlight only, the photosynthesis will occur. This is the second condition. Okay. And this sunlight, and you already know, this sunlight is trapped by, is absorbed by chlorophyll. And then we have already learned the sunlight will be trapped by this chlorophyll, and the plant will convert carbon dioxide, CO2 plus water, that is H2O. CO2 means carbon dioxide and water, sunlight and chlorophyll, and then the plant will get food in the form of carbohydrates, oxygen will be released, and energy also. Okay, so in short, the sunlight is absorbed by this thing, chlorophyll, and the food, that is carbohydrate, is prepared by plant, and also oxygen is prepared, and that oxygen is released in the air. So I hope these two things is clear to you, that is sunlight is necessary for photosynthesis, and for that we have performed one activity also. You can refer to last video. Okay, we have already discussed the activity and these two topics. So these two are the two necessary conditions. Moving towards the third condition, let us see. Okay, students, condition number 3. The name of the textbook is Science Horizon by Oxford. Page number is 13. Okay, students, open page number 13. and in that condition number 3, that is air. So from air what will be absorbed? Carbon dioxide. So first of all, what is air? What is air? So air is a mixture of gases. You already know gases are of different types: oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and many more. So what is air? What is air? Air is a mixture of gases. Mixture, here I have written short form, you have to write full form. Okay, what is air? Air is a mixture of gases, and gases are of two different types. Okay, few names I am writing here: nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide. CO means carbon monoxide. Mono means one. Monoxide means one oxygen is there. C for carbon. C for carbon, and how many oxygen are there? One oxygen. So for one word mono is written. So mono oxide. Mono means one. Di means two. Here you can see two oxygen are there. So what will be the name? Carbon. C for carbon, and O2 means two oxygen means dioxide. So for one mono word is used, for two di is used, for three word tri is used. So moving towards again, what is air? Air is a mixture of gases. Okay, so many gases are present in the air, but for photosynthesis, which gas we require? CO2, carbon dioxide, and that carbon dioxide will be absorbed from air. प्लांट को CO2 कहाँ से मिलेगा? हमें पता है फोटोसिंथेसिस के लिए कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड नेसेसरी है, तो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड प्लांट को कहाँ से मिलेगा? एयर में से, एटमॉस्फेयर में से. ओके, चलो लेट अस गो लाइन टू लाइन व्हाट इट इज टोल्ड हियर. Students, with me you should write important points. Okay, in homework also you should do, you should underline also. Then only the concept will be clear to you. Otherwise it will not. Chalo, page number 13. Carbon dioxide, that is air. The presence of air, or more specifically carbon dioxide, is essential for photosynthesis. CO2 is important for photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide is obtained from the atmosphere through small opening called stomata. Singular is stoma. These stomata are found on the underside of the leaves. Okay, as I already discussed you, for photosynthesis what is required? For photosynthesis what is required? CO2. From where CO2 will be, plant will get CO2? Plant will get CO2, carbon dioxide, from atmosphere. Now the question arises, from where the CO2 will enter into the plant? CO2 जो है हमें पता चल गया कि कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एटमॉस्फेयर में से, एयर में से प्लांट के अंदर जाएगा, पर कहाँ से जाएगा प्लांट के अंदर? फ्रॉम विच पोजीशन इट विल एंटर इनटू द प्लांट? ठीक है, क्वेश्चन मार्क. सो स्टूडेंट्स, on the underside of leaves, on the underside of leaves, leaves के underside में there are small pores. There are small pores. These small pores are known as stomata. ठीक है, लीव्स के अंडर साइड में, ऑन द अंडर साइड ऑफ लीव्स देर आर स्मॉल स्मॉल टाइनी pores. These pores are known as stomata. And from stomata only, carbon dioxide will enter into the leaves, into the plant. It will enter into the leaves. And when the oxygen is produced during photosynthesis, ऑक्सीजन जब फोटोसिंथेसिस में के दौरान प्रोड्यूस होगा तो वो स्टोमाटा से ही बाहर रिलीज होगा. कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंट्री होगी और एग्जिट किसका होगा? ऑक्सीजन का. तो ये स्टोमाटा से ही होगा. जो स्मॉल पोर्स अंडर साइड ऑफ लीव्स में होते हैं उससे कहते हैं स्टोमाटा. So minute small pores, tiny pores present on the underside of the leaves. These small or minute pores are known as stomata. Exchange of gases inside the plant takes place because of this stomata. Students, in your figure, in your textbook, figure is given. You can observe. I am drawing here. If you want to note it down, you can note it down, and you can take a screenshot also. Okay students, this pore you can see here is the stomatal pore, and stomata is surrounded by two half moon shape like structure, kidney shaped structure, that is a guard cell. These two are the guard cell. Stomata is surrounded by guard cell, two guard cells are there, kidney shape also you can tell, or half moon shape, half moon like structure you can say. Okay, here see, stomata is open in this first figure, and here in second figure stomata is closed. Now you will ask me, ma'am, what is the function of guard cell? What is the function of guard cell? So students, opening and closing of stomatal pore of stomata is regulated by guard cell. Okay, opening and क्लोजिंग ऑफ स्टोमाटा. स्टोमाटा को कब ओपन करना है, कब क्लोज करना है, वो कौन रेगुलेट करता है? गार्ड सेल. ओके, यूजुअली यू नो द वर्ड गार्ड मीन्स व्हाट. ओके, एट योर होम आल्सो सम ऑफ यू मे बी हैविंग गार्ड. chokidar. Okay, so here also there is a chokidar, that is guard cells. Necessary material, it will give entry to the important material, and the materials which is not required, exit will be given by the guard cell. Entry and exit of the necessary material is done by guard cell. Okay, if the stomata pore is open, means entry will be given, and if the stomatal pore is closed, means nothing can go outside. So when it is open, entry and exit both can take place. जब स्टोमाटा पोर ओपन होगा, एंट्री एग्जिट दोनों होगी. बट स्टोमाटा पोर जब क्लोज होगा, व्हेन इट इज क्लोज, नथिंग कैन एंटर एंड नथिंग कैन एग्जिट. ओके, आई होप इट इज क्लियर. See in your book also it is given, when the stomata pore swells up in the presence of light and water, guard cell swells up and open up, thus opening the stomata. This allows carbon dioxide to enter the cells of the leaf. See, now the question arises, when does stomata opens? When will the stomata gets open? So when there is a presence of light and water, when this stomata gets light and water, at that time what will happen? This guard cell will swell up. जब इसको लीव्स को इसको पूरे को स्टोमाटा को लाइट और वाटर मिलेगा, ठीक है, तो गार्ड सेल क्या होंगे? स्वेल अप होंगे, फूल जाएंगे. When this stomata, stomata is surrounded by guard cell, it gets, and the stomata are present on the underside of the leaves. That is clear. So when it is getting light and water, at that time what happens? गार्ड सेल जो है, ये वाले गार्ड सेल, वो स्वेल हो जाएंगे. जब गार्ड सेल स्वेल हो जाएंगे, when the guard cell swells up, at that time this pore will get opened. And when this pore get open, at that time CO2 will get enters. At that time the entry of the carbon dioxide will take place. Okay, I hope it is clear. Once again, where stomata is present? Stomata is present on the underside of leaves. Okay, now and another thing, stomata is surrounded by guard cells. Now when it gets light and water, when this thing whole get light and water, at that time this guard cell will get swell up, and when the guard cell swells up, at that time stomata will get open, and when stomata can open, at that time there will be entry of CO2. And why there will be entry of CO2? To perform photosynthesis, that's why. Okay, so with the help of carbon dioxide, light, water, chlorophyll is already present, photosynthesis will take place. Okay, note it down, students. Okay, students, I hope it is clear. Now one activity is given on page 14, that let us see that. Students, activity you have to understand and can be asked in examination also. So kindly clear that activities. Okay, page number 14. Activity and aim is to demonstrate that CO2, carbon dioxide, is necessary for photosynthesis. To demonstrate that carbon dioxide is needed for photosynthesis. See students, we already know that carbon dioxide is necessary, but with the help of this activity, we will conclude that it is necessary. Then what are the materials required? So materials are a potted plant, then potassium hydroxide. Students, chemical formula for potassium hydroxide is KOH. Write it down in your textbook. Potassium, K means potassium, and OH means hydroxide. Total formula, chemical name is potassium hydroxide, KOH. Another thing you require is a conical flask with a split cork. Cork means that dhakkan, you can tell in Hindi. So conical flask you require. Then you require iodine solution. We know why iodine we are using. We are using iodine for testing the starch in plant. And whenever we use iodine in any material, and if the color changes to bluish, okay, or you can say violet color, then there is a presence of starch in that particular material. We have already learned in earlier activities. So next is iodine solution and a dropper. Okay, these things are required. So what is the aim of this? What is the purpose of this activity? The purpose of this activity is to demonstrate that CO2, carbon dioxide, is necessary, is needed. CO2 is needed for photosynthesis. And then which are the materials needed for performing this activity? One potted plant, then potassium hydroxide is a chemical compound that you need, then conical flask that is available in laboratory also, that is needed, iodine solution is needed, and a dropper. Okay, let us see method how we will perform the activity. Pay attention. Keep the potted plant inside a dark room for few hours and water it. Now pour potassium hydroxide solution inside a conical flask. This absorbs CO2 of the air. Place one of the leaves without breaking it from the plant inside the flask and cork it. Now keep the entire arrangement out in the light. After few hours, test the leaf inside the conical flask and any other leaf of the plant for starch using iodine solution. Observation also I am reading, and then I will explain you conclusion also. The leaf that was collapsed inside the conical flask does not turn iodine solution bluish black, or you can tell violet. The other leaf turns iodine bluish black. Conclusion: the leaf inside the conical flask does not carry out photosynthesis. This is because there was no CO2 available to it. Let us understand. Students, I am not having space, that's why I am erasing it. I hope you know the aim and the activity. Now students, what you need is, take one potted plant, any plant you can take. So rough figure I am drawing, I am not drawing the perfect one. Only the thing is, concept should get clear to you. Students, this is a conical flask that is available in the laboratory. See, rough structure I have drawn, it is not perfect, and it is made up of glass only, glass material. Students, mostly the things made up of glass are used in the laboratory because the melting point and boiling point is high. So easily these things cannot break. Because what happens in laboratory, many chemicals we are using, and because if the things are not made of glass, if the random things you are using like plastic and other thing, and in that you are performing the activities and practicals, what will happen? It will get melted easily, it could get broken easily because of its melting point and boiling point. So that's why the things that are having high melting point and boiling point are used in the laboratory. So this is, if you will visit the laboratory, you will observe this is a conical flask made up of this thing, glass. Okay, so what you have to do? Now students, first of all, what you will do? You will add potassium hydroxide solution, KOH, solution in conical flask. First of all, you will add potassium hydroxide solution in conical flask. Now what will happen? This KOH will absorb air from the conical flask. KOH, पोटेशियम हाइड्रोक्साइड का क्या काम होता है? जो भी एयर होता है उसको एब्जॉर्ब कर लेगा, वो ही फंक्शन है पोटेशियम हाइड्रोक्साइड का. तो जब आप कॉनिकल फ्लास्क में KOH लोगे, तब वो KOH क्या करेगा? कॉनिकल फ्लास्क में जितनी भी एयर थी वो एब्जॉर्ब कर लेगा फ्रॉम कॉनिकल फ्लास्क. उसके बाद आपको क्या करना है? पोटेड प्लांट जो है उसमें से एक जो लीफ है, कोई भी एक लीफ उस कॉनिकल फ्लास्क में डाल देना. टेक एनी वन ऑफ द लीफ. लीफ को कट नहीं करना है. यू डोंट नीड टू कट द लीफ. दैट लीफ शुड बी bent into the conical flask. Okay, now keep it for few hours. Keep this thing, whole this thing arrangement for few hours, and then you have to do iodine test. What you will do? Take one leaf from here and take this leaf and then perform iodine. What will happen? This leaf that is not inside the conical flask will turn iodine solution bluish black. Why it turns bluish black, iodine solution bluish black? Because it has done photosynthesis, and because of photosynthesis starch, that is a carbohydrate, was produced. So when there is a starch, at that time iodine turns bluish black color. ठीक है, इसीलिए लीफ जो है ब्लूइश ब्लैक कलर हो जाएगा, क्योंकि उसमें स्टार्च था, इसीलिए फोटोसिंथेसिस की वजह से स्टार्च प्रोड्यूस हुआ था. ठीक है, ये एंटायर अरेंजमेंट सनलाइट में रखना है आपको, मैं भूल गई आपको बोलना. एंटायर अरेंजमेंट आपको कहाँ रखना है? सनलाइट में. ओके. नाउ नेक्स्ट, अभी आपको ये जो कॉनिकल फ्लास्क में लीफ लिया था, वॉट एवर लीफ यू हैव टेकन इन कॉनिकल फ्लास्क, परफॉर्म द आयोडीन एक्टिविटी इन दैट आयोडीन सॉल्यूशन. द लीफ विल नॉट चेंज द कलर, दैट इज ब्लूइश ब्लैक. वाई? इस लीफ का कलर, द कलर ऑफ द लीफ विल नॉट चेंज ब्लूइश ब्लैक. वाई? बिकॉज स्टूडेंट्स, यू नो, इन दिस कॉनिकल फ्लास्क वी हैव एडेड पोटेशियम हाइड्रोक्साइड. तो पोटेशियम हाइड्रोक्साइड ने क्या किया था? एयर को एब्जॉर्ब कर लिया था. और एयर में क्या होता है? एयर इज अ मिक्सचर ऑफ गैस, यानी CO2 भी था. तो CO2 ही नहीं था इस कॉनिकल फ्लास्क में, तो फोटोसिंथेसिस कैसे होगा? इसीलिए इसका कलर चेंज नहीं हुआ, स्टार्च ही नहीं बना, फोटोसिंथेसिस ही नहीं हुआ. ओके, अगेन आई एम रिपीटिंग once again. First step I have missed earlier. First step, what you have to do is you have to take a potted plant, keep it in a dark room for some hours, 3 hours, then add water to the potted plant. 3 आवर के लिए पोटेड प्लांट को रखना है डार्क रूम में, एंड देन ऐड वाटर टू इट. नाउ नेक्स्ट व्हाट यू विल डू, you will take a conical flask. Inside conical flask add potassium hydroxide solution, KOH का solution लेना है, potassium hydroxide. Now what is the function of KOH? What is the role of KOH? KOH will absorb air from the conical flask. KOH का ये काम होता है कि जितनी भी एयर होगी सराउंडिंग में कॉनिकल फ्लास्क में, वो एब्जॉर्ब कर लेगा. अभी आपको क्या करना है, पोटेड प्लांट में से एक लीफ जो है, यू हैव टू बेंड टुवर्ड कॉनिकल फ्लास्क. नाउ कीप दिस होल अरेंजमेंट इनटू द सनलाइट, एंड आफ्टर फ्यू आवर्स परफॉर्म iodine test. Apply iodine to this also, this leaf that was in conical flask, and apply iodine to this leaves also that was not inside the conical flask. The leaf that was inside the conical flask will not turn bluish black. Why? Because starch was not produced. Why starch was not produced? Because conical flask was not having air. कॉनिकल फ्लास्क में एयर ही नहीं बचा था, और एयर में CO2 होता है, तो CO2 के बिना फोटोसिंथेसिस नहीं होगा. और ये जो है, इसको सनलाइट मिला, CO2 मिला, सब कुछ मिला, इसीलिए it will turn bluish black. That is violet also, you can call it. Color it will be like that only, bluish black or violet. So what is the conclusion? CO2, carbon dioxide, is necessary for photosynthesis. Without CO2, photosynthesis cannot take place and food cannot be prepared. I hope it is clear. If you want to note down, you can note it down. Then we are moving towards next condition, that is water. Okay. Okay, students, last condition, let us move towards it. I hope students you are getting, and if you are not getting, if you are having any doubts, kindly ask me, write it down in the comment section. Okay, the concept should get clear. Okay, so the last condition necessary for photosynthesis is water, that is H2O molecule, this thing, chemical formula. Okay, pay attention in this. Page number is 14. Okay. The root system of plants absorb water from the soil. Root system consists of root and root hairs. Root hairs present at the tip of the roots increase the surface area of roots and effectively absorb water. You can see in the figure also. Water and soluble minerals enter the root hair and pass through the root. Water is then carried by the stem to the leaves through special structure called xylem. Underline that. Water is then carried to the stem by the stem to leaves through special structures called xylem. Green leaves carry out photosynthesis and sugar get formed. Extra sugar gets converted into starch, which is carried to various parts through special structure within the stem called phloem. Okay, let us see. Now students, water is also needed for photosynthesis. Students, I am drawing a rough diagram for explanation purpose. Students, now see, this is a underland area, this is a soil, this whole is a root system. This main branch you can see is the primary root, this thing, main branch. And this, from the main branch, whatever branch is arising, that is a secondary root. And whole this is having a hair-like structures. That hair-like structure is a root hair. Now students, what happens? Water, H2O and other minerals will first enter into root hairs. ठीक है, वाटर और जो मिनरल्स है वो कहाँ से जाएंगे? सॉइल में से जाएंगे रूट हेयर्स में से, रूट हेयर में से जाएंगे रूट में. सी H2O and minerals will enter into root hairs and then it will enter into roots. Then it will enter into stem. From stem it will carry it to the leaves through a special structure. That special structure, tube-like structure, is known as xylem. ठीक है, water and minerals will enter from the soil. From where? From the soil it will enter into root hairs. From root hairs it will enter into root. From root it will enter into stem. From stem to leaves. स्टेम में से लीव्स में जाने के लिए प्लांट को स्पेशल स्ट्रक्चर होता है, दैट स्पेशल स्ट्रक्चर को ट्यूब लाइक स्ट्रक्चर होगा, दैट ट्यूब लाइक स्ट्रक्चर इज नोन एज फ्लोएम, xylem, by mistake. So water and minerals from xylem to leaves is carried out through tube like structure, that tube like structure, pipe like structure is known as xylem. Okay, note it down. Now students, how the starch is transferred into the leaves or the stems. So you can see here, see during photosynthesis sugar is also formed. The extra sugar is converted into starch, and this starch is transported to whole parts of plant body. In short, the starch that is produced or prepared inside the plant, जो भी starch plant के अंदर produce होगा, prepare होगा directly indirectly, वो हर एक part of plant तक पहुँचेगा. It will reach to each and every part of the plant via special structure. उस special structure का नाम है phloem. और phloem जो है stem के अंदर ही होते हैं. Phloem are present within the stem. So this special structure known as phloem will carry starch to each and every part of the body of plant, and water and minerals to each and every part of the plant is carried by xylem. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. So from where does plant get water? Plant को पानी कहाँ से मिलेगा photosynthesis के लिए? In short, it will get water from soil. From soil it will enter into root hairs, then root, the stem and leaves. From stems to leaves there is a special structure called xylem. And whatever the food is produced during photosynthesis में starch जो produce होता है वो हर एक part of plant body में कौन पहुँचाएगा? Phloem. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. You can note it down or you can take screenshot also if you want. Okay students, we keep till here. We will continue in next lecture. If you are having doubts, you are free to ask me. You can write down in the comment section. Okay, till then, bye, take care.